Hey guys, it's Molly and today I'm back with another video. So this video was actually requested by Melissa Gomez. She wanted me to do a video about the Tarte Tarteist Pro Glow palette. She basically doesn't really know how to use it, so don't worry girl, I got you. It's also going to be a little review of the palette because before this video I've only used it once and this is going to be the second time using it, so I feel like I can give you guys a better review than I would have just using it one time. I do want to say before we start, I have my face makeup done and my eyebrows. I have no highlight, contour, any of that because we're going to be using the palette for that. If you are new, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified every time that I upload. I do hauls, story times, tutorials, unboxings, pretty much anything, so if you're into any of that, then definitely subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the palette. So, for those who don't know, this is the Tarte Tarteist Pro Glow palette. If you've ever had NARS products, it has like the feeling, the rubberized feeling, just like them, and it gets dirty pretty quick, as you guys can see. Fingerprints get all over it, which is the one thing I don't like. I love the feeling, but I don't like how dirty it gets. And it opens like doors, and I'm going to take the plastic off. I'm going to try not to blind you guys. There are 2 mirrors on each side, and then in the middle are your products. So these top 4 are highlights. This is a contour powder, and this is a contour cream. So you get 4 different highlight shades to choose from daily, and you have 1 contour powder, or you can use it as a bronzer, and then you have a cream contour. So I personally am not that into cream contouring just because I feel like that I can't really do it that well. So for this video I'm not going to be using that, but it's the same thing as normal contouring. You'll use not like a fluffy brush, kind of like, let's see if I can find one quick, like a brush like this. And you dip into the cream and then you place it everywhere that you would contour with a powder, and then you're going to use like a beauty blender or a foundation brush and blend it out. So I'm not that good at it. I just feel like that I don't work well with creams, but you can easily like look up on YouTube cream contouring videos, how to cream contour, but for the sake of this video and not ruining my makeup, I'm not going to be cream contouring. I will be using the shade Sculpt, that's the bronzer contour powder, and that is how I'm going to contour or bronze my face today. So for bronzer, I usually use this. It's the Moda Pro brush, the pointed blush, but I use it for contouring. Sometimes I even use it for powder. So this is the brush I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be using that Sculpt shade in the palette. And basically I'm just going to dip in it, and this is something that I recommend. If you're not using any of the shades with the cream shade in it, then definitely keep it shut, because you are easily going to get powder or hair or anything in that cream shade, which I already have some, which sucks. That's another thing that I hate about this packaging. But keep it shut if you're not using anything on that side, just to save yourself from getting powder in there. So I'm just going to dip into this. One thing I have noticed using these is that it is very powdery. Then I'm just going to suck my cheeks in and do the cheeks. Always tap off the excess, because if you don't, you're going to get a lot of product just on your face. Then I'm going to dip into that again, tap off the excess, and bronze up the forehead. My hair gets in the way of everything. And then once again, dip in there and do the jawbone. I don't really have a jawline, so that's what this is for. This is to make it look like that we have one. So the next thing that we're going to do is take another fluffy brush. This is pretty much the same brush, a little bit more tapered, but we're going to just use this to blend them out, all the contour or bronzer out, just so it looks more natural rather than a bunch of contour just chilling on your face. You can also contour your nose with that powder, but I don't ever really contour my nose. I like my nose how it is, so I'm not going to be doing that. And then next we have the 4 highlight shades. So the shade Lit is like a champagne kind of highlight. I'll do swatches for you guys. This is the finger swatch. They're very buildable. I just want to say, if you don't like how sheer or something they are, you can easily build them up. See, this one is so neutral or so light, you really can't even see it on the camera. At least that's how it looks for me. I have a mirror behind my camera. That's what I'm looking at. But that's the swatch. The shade Strobe, which is this one right here, definitely has a lot more glitter in it than the other highlight shades. So if you don't like glitter, or if you have texture on your face and you don't want glitter, definitely steer away from that shade. This is what it looks like in a finger. And then we're just going to put it on the back of our hand. Like I said, very buildable. You can build these up. So right here is Strobe. Trying my best to get these to show up for you guys. The next shade that we have is called Fire. I personally don't think I'll be able to use this as a highlight because it is darker, so you could use it as a shimmery bronzer if you have lighter skin. If you have darker skin, this will definitely look beautiful on you as a highlight. This is what the finger swatch looks like. And then the hand. Actually, I might be able to pull it off. It might be pushing it. That's what it looks like. The next shade in the palette and the last highlight shade that we have is called Stunner. It is darker than Lit and Strobe, but not as dark as Fire is. This one is definitely a lot more metallic than the other powders that we have. This is what it looks like on the finger. And then we're going to swatch it. I personally feel like this is the best formula-wise. I'm not sure why all the others are so different. But this one is definitely the most blinding. It's right here. As I say that, and you can't really tell. What happens if I turn my light on? I don't know if that helped or if that made it worse. But those are the shades. I'm not sure what highlight I'm going to do today. Let's see. I might do Stunner. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the shade Stunner. So I'm going to use, if I can find it, this is the brush I'm going to be using to highlight. It is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, but I like this for highlighting. It's definitely more dense. But yeah, so I'm going to dip into that shade Stunner, and I don't know, this shade really isn't as powdery as the other shades. We're going to tap off the excess, and then we're going to highlight. So I'm going to take my glasses off and we're going to put this on our cheekbones, obviously. And then I'm going to bring it up over my brow. So kind of do like this, a C on your face.
Just like that, I think that's good. So I'm going to do the other side.
And with that same brush, we're going to highlight our nose. So I'm just going to put some on the tip and then bring it down the nose bridge. And then also we're going to put it above our Cupid's bow. So that is all we're going to be highlighting. I'm going to turn my light on so you guys can see better the glow, maybe. I'm not sure if this is helping. I'm making it worse. Let me bring you guys over here, maybe. I'm not sure if you guys can tell or not. Super sorry. So my final review on this palette is it's definitely good for those who want different shades of highlights and are trying to build their collection up, because you do get the 4 shades. But it is very powdery. That shade Stunner that I used to highlight is not as powdery, but the other shades definitely are. You put your brush in it and it's just powder overload. At least for the first time when I used it, it was. Now, I'm going to do a close-up for you guys on the contour, the cream contour. As you can tell, there's powder in it, which I think they should have either not included the cream contour or left like a little film just over the cream contour so you can protect it from getting powder inside. But I didn't create this palette, so that's just something that I would have done. But I do definitely recommend it if you're looking to start your makeup collection or grow your collection a little bit, or if you want some options for highlights. There are definitely other highlight palettes out there, so I don't know if I would recommend this. If you can get it on sale, I would recommend it. Like, I got it on sale for I think $22.50 compared to the $40 something it normally is. I definitely wouldn't pay normal price for this, if I'm being honest. Also, the palette like design is weird, how it opens up like this and then you get 2 small mirrors. I mean, you definitely can do your makeup in it, but you're gonna have to hold it up like this to see, or I don't know, like this, but it's super weird to hold it like that. But that's really everything that I have to say about this palette. Overall, I think you need to play around with it more to understand how everything works and understand how the formulas are and everything. Definitely the first time I used it, I was like, this isn't that good, and so didn't a bunch of other girls that I am friends with on YouTube. They noticed that too. They were like, I don't really like this. But yeah, so definitely play around with it more. It's definitely something that has to grow on you and you have to get the use out of it. I do want to thank Melissa Gomez for requesting me to do this. I hope this helped you. If it didn't, I'm super sorry. But that's everything that I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please give this video a humongous thumbs up so I can know. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified every time that I upload. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them all down below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Also, all my social media will link down below. My Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter will all be down there if you guys want to follow me on anything. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
I've been shaking, I love it when you go crazy. You take all my inhibitions. Baby, there's nothing holding me back. You take me places that tear up my reputation, manipulate my decisions. Baby, there's nothing holding me back.